What's up, YouTube? Team Nightmare TCG here today, and teammate Bradley's going to show us his Burning Abyss deck profile, so let's get to it.
Okay, so one tour guide, she's at 1. It kind of sucks, but you can make it work. So, first off with the names, we got 3 Scarm, searches out tour guide, so it's not this impossibly dead thing that you're never going to get to. 3 Graph, really good early game, summons from the deck. It just makes more offensive plays. 3 Seer is a little bit more of a defensive type, summons from the grave. Really good late game when you're summoning Dante and Virgil and using their effects, and it's really good. 3 Rubik. Rubik on its own is not good, but Virgil is. And so that's kind of what makes Rubik. Plus, if all else fails, he's a 2-1 defense, which is pretty big. So 2 Farfa. 3 is way too many. But when you use its effect to just banish and make big offensive plays, it's really good. 2 Calcab. He's sort of my MST. He's gonna function as MST because he's gonna remove that back row for the end of the turn, and you're just gonna make that big offensive push, and then who cares if they reset it during their turn? You've already made that big offensive push anyway. So onto the spells, we got 3 Mass Change Second. You don't actually run 3 Dark Claw, but you want to draw into Mass Change Second as if you have 3 Dark Claw, because you want to get to Dark Claw quick, especially in the Necros matchup, because it makes your defense a lot better. And then 3 Upstart, draw into cards like Mass Change Second and other cards because this card's it's a counter type deck where it counters your opponent's moves. So you want to draw into those cards that counter against your opponent. And then 2 Raigeki and 1 Dark Hole, the 3 Mass Destruction cards. I feel these are really good, just in general. And just board wipes are good. That's it for the spells. Traps, we run 3 Firelake. Firelake's always been good. It's Icarus Attack on crack is what it is. You're going to plus off of it anyway, especially if you send like 2 Dantes. So, I don't want to say Firelake is never bad, but 9 times out of 10 it's going to be good. Then we have 1 Traveler. He's like a Monster Reborn. He's not that great, but just being able, because we do have tour guide at 1, it makes it good to just recur names.
So you're using it as like a rekindling this format?
Yeah, basically a rekindling. So 3 Mind Crush. Really good against Necros. Necros isn't the only thing that searches. BA searches a little bit with Scarm. Stellar Knight search. So just being able to see your opponent's hand is good. 3 Karma Cut. We're running 4 discard outlets. We got 3 Karma Cut and 1 Divine Wrath. Karma Cut's better than Phoenix Wing Wind, in my opinion, because you're going to permanently remove that threat instead of sending it back a turn. And Divine Wrath is also really good because it stops cards like Valkyris, Brio, Colossalus.
It pretty much stops all the Necros discard effects,
which is really good, so it's going to slow them down. It's good. 1 Solemn Warning. Solemn Warning's almost always good. Bottomless, because it's better than Compulse right now. Because Bottomless will permanently remove whatever, where Compulse will just send it back to the hand, which they might even be able to resummon it that turn, so it's like, what's the point? And then 1 Ring of Destruction. It's another removal card. It'll get burned in, which is nice, but you're mainly going to be using it for removal.
So now we're moving on to your extra deck?
Yeah. We got Double Dark Claw. 3 is bad, but you still want to have an extra one just in case they get rid of that first one. 2 Virgil. Virgil, he'll make power plays. He'll shuffle back that
big beater that they have.
The threat, the whatever. He gets rid of cards. He's another removal type card. 1 Downer, 3 Downer is really bad because you're only gonna. I don't ever use it to stack on top of Dante. I usually stack it on other things, but even then, I usually don't need to stack it. And 3 Dante, that's kind of obligatory. Dante's the deck. He's really good. He's a 2/5 defense, and he can go up to 25 in offense, and he recurs things back when he goes to the grave. It's just so good. 1 Giga Brilliant. He's a really offensive type card. He beefs everything up. If like Virgil, Dante, whatever, he'll beef it up. Alucard, he's another back row remover, so it kind of furthers that idea of not running MST in the main deck. And then 1 Nightmare Shark. He's your cowboy type card. Zimains is a really good defensive type card. Blow up cards, and it's good. Tim Tempo. Xyz aren't super prevalent, but when you use Shim Tempo, it's going to be really good.
It just disrupts their pretty much all their whole plays.
And then Engineer, he's kind of like a second Zen mains, but he's a little bit different because he can protect other things other than Zen mains, so he's really good. And then Acid Golem, he helps with the OTK of just make 2 Dante's Acid Golem attack for 8,000. And then if you absolutely have to, you can run over most everything, including Valk.
Yeah.
So that's the deck profile, guys. Thanks for watching.